Hello everyone and welcome to the second edition of SCR News, just in time for the end of autumn. I'm your host Andy Gifford, and without further ado, here are today's top stories. What can Mark Harper bring to transport in the southeast of England? The MP for Benton, Coxley and Bodin is sentenced to 3 years in jail for tax fraud and faking the famous Visit Bodin Awards. And Charlie Woodhead, Managing Director of Transport for Stepford, is forced to resign. First off, what can Mark Harper bring to the table for transport in the South East? Some of our older audience here will remember Network South East, a subsidiary of British Rail during the twilight of nationalised rail in Britain. Could Mark Harper bring this back? Sadly, no. The days of nationalised rail are over. Many people in Stepford County, Greater London and everywhere else around the South East really want to see the company make a comeback. However, the chances are extremely low. Now, for our political correspondent, Tyke Liebcole, for the information on the Ministry for Transport.
Right. Almost everyone here hates Margaret Thatcher. Am I correct here? But does anyone know what Margaret Thatcher privatised? Almost all the UK's industry, their water, their power companies. She sold water, a basic need, to private companies. British aerospace, nuclear companies, for goodness sake. But you know what she believes shouldn't be privatised, shouldn't be sold out for profit? Out of all those things, she believed the railways should stay government owned. She was right. You see, if we were socialists, instead of the Tories ruling over us, resigning, then re-signing, so that they could rule infinitely, our railways would be cheap and easy to use. And now they're not!
Thank you so much, Tyke. Next up, the MP for Bodin has been expelled from the Conservative Party after faking awards to make Bodin a small town most of us outside of Stepford County haven't even heard of before 2020, and it became a sprawling tourist place. Quoted by a local resident, "All we got was 1 million Chinese tourists thinking the entire city was a big tourist attraction, and one of them asked me, why are their children not going to school? It's a neighbourhood, Miss Lamb, not the Big Ben." Now back to the situation. Billboards have been popping up recently about the Advertising Capital of Culture Committee's apology for Bodin, falsely claiming their Capital of Culture status was extended to 2022. A billboard reads this: "It has come to our attention that Bodin has been fraudulently claiming their 2020 Capital of Culture status was extended to 2022. Following their events of 2020, Bodin was disqualified in 2021 and banned from the shortlist in 2022. Capital of Culture Committee wishes to sincerely apologise for this shameless attempt to attract unjustified tourism." Now, that's what it says. But it turns out the Capital of Culture in 2021 was Santiago in Chile, and in 2022 it was Essen in Germany. The MP was then arrested for fraud as he makes more profit for himself. The more tourists he has, the more profit his own company, Visit Bodin, would make. He can directly take funds and money out of the Visit holding, since he's its founder. And in our final story, Charlie Woodhead, the Managing Director of Stepford County Railway as a whole, is forced to resign after allegations. Are these true? Who knows? Now that'll be it for today, and goodbye. That guy seems a bit communist, doesn't he? Yep, definitely. He's a socialist from the inside out.